Welcome to Lost Culture, your one-stop destination for everything pop culture. My name is Aston. Today we're going to do a review and a recap for Arrow Season 5, Episode 5. So in this episode, we had a lot going on. We had to see a couple new characters. We had to see some old characters. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is Ollie. Like, with Ollie, he had so much going on. Not really Ollie. Let's start with Renee first. So, Renee's tortured and he's forced to give information about Oliver. Obviously, it was Oliver's identity. I'm confused why Church didn't ask him where the location of the base was. Like, why didn't he ask him for that? But we didn't see that happen. Renee kind of like once he get back with the team, and it was weird to me that Church would actually just give him his master plan. We see when Renee is actually digging up his digging his personal grave, we see Church is giving him all this info, and it's just crazy because like why would you give them? I hate when bad guys do. It's so cliche. They think they're going to kill the bad guy or kill the good guy. So you give them their whole story and somehow the good guy gets away. I hate when they do stuff like that. But we've seen that happen in Arrow today. And going from there, we see Renee actually kind of like gets some information while he's in that traumatic situation. And another thing is we see when Church is breaking down that story that he tells him what's going to happen, and coincidentally, it happened to him. The part I knew, like the moment I knew he broke Renee, and Renee was like, "You're not gonna finish the story." I was like, bruh. I was like, "Oh, you so soft." But we seen that happen. Going from there, we see Church has this master plan, and I thought Church would have lasted longer. I did call it. I said around episode 6 or 8. Church is going to be, I didn't say he was going to die, but I said we're going to have a new bad guy. And it was, I was like, oh, they got rid of Church so fast. Like, even though I think like episode 2, we really thought Prometheus was going to be our big bad, but now it's just to a whole new level. It gave Prometheus the identity of Ollie. Oh, boy. But going on from there, Church is dead. We see Church has like a little 5-city plan: Keystone, Starlight City, White Howling. It was so many, Hub City, so many like iconic DC cities were brought up in this episode. Now, going from there, we see Renee's back with the team. We see he's kind of like sidelined with Diggle. Him and Diggle are kind of working things through, trying to figure out some information. Like Diggle's telling him basically debriefing. While he's debriefing him, he's trying to get information, trying to help him remember things. And Renee really does not want to relive those situations. And he's telling we talk about the time you were tortured. And once Diggle opens up to him, we see Renee is willing to open up. Now, besides that's really the best part we have to see is these two open up to each other and explain things. Now, going from there, actually to Ollie, we see some more glimpses of Oliver's past with the Russian, and I was trying to figure out where they're going to tie into this episode, and obviously it pays off with the human target. We got a little we didn't get a hint, but they told us everybody thought the question might come in this episode, but he didn't come. We got the little. Well, we didn't get anything towards the question. We got the city drop, where the question is from. But other than that, we didn't get any info on question coming or not. But going from there, we see that we see about his past, and we see that human target actually saved Oliver once in the past, and now he saved him again recently. And he actually helped out Oliver on his little zoning plan, because we seen Oliver was really serious about this zone. He even kind of skipped off on a mission so that he could do the zoning. And we see he's getting kind of serious. And we heard kind of hints that Oliver, not hints, but we got the I don't want to say hints, but we got like I don't know, like I remember in the comic books. I don't know if I'm correct, but I thought Oliver actually comes out as the Arrow. So if that's true, we kind of got like a little hint of Oliver maybe coming out and just living as like basically both. I don't remember if I'm remembering correct or not. If I'm wrong, just leave it in the comment section. It's not an issue. But now going from there, we see all these different things. Like I said, the zoning is going on. We see he has to fake his death because of Church's plan, and it works out the best. Even though they didn't let Thea know, like she seems to be okay with it by the end of the episode. In the moment, she does seem very hurt because she has watched her brother die in front of her. I'm pretty sure that's very traumatic. He's really like her only living family member that she can trust. So I'm pretty sure that was really dramatic for her. Now, going from there, we see basically the whole team's out. Well, we got Artemis and Ragman working together. And at the beginning of the episode, Artemis, Ragman, and Arrow all working together. And I like this part because it actually gave me really obviously it's a comic book show, but it gave me like a little, it was funny, it gave me like a comic book vibe. Especially when Artemis actually dragged the thug up, and he's like, "Oh, you're way cuter than the green guy," and she gives him like "I feel sorry for you," and basically Oliver is right behind her. And did we get a redesign for Ragman? I don't know what it is about Ragman. Maybe it's the first time we see him in like the light or something, but his actual suit looked a lot cleaner. Like the leather straps going across the front don't look. It doesn't look as like raggedy, not raggedy, but looks a lot cleaner, a lot newer and everything. So I don't know if that's a redesign or maybe I just haven't seen it in the light or what. But I like the way he looked this episode. And who else got a redesign? Diggle has a new redesign. We see the Spartan helmet actually goes all the way around his head now. He actually got a kind of a light in it now. So we know he's working with that visor. So if you ever had a visor on, especially like at nighttime, it makes it hard to see. So adding the light to inside of his visor actually is practical and makes it. It's probably not that practical. It probably could have came up with better ways. Maybe had a little bit more technology in his helmet, like to where the visor maybe like it has some type of like infrared or something to it. A better like I don't know acquisition system inside of it. But besides that, I don't really know. It looks good though. I do like the little glow coming from inside his helmet. Now, even when we see Diggle back in the field, we see Artemis and Joyce. Like Artemis is like starstruck, like oh he's a badass, and I love seeing that. Like so much went on in this episode. We have to see Felicity, and Felicity's boyfriend is actually working for Oliver now. I don't know how this is going to be. It's actually going to be kind of weird. We see her boyfriend already let the cat in the bag when Felicity didn't tell him. And she kind of lied to him. I don't know how well this relationship is going to work because when we seen that heart-to-heart between her and Oliver, there was obviously some sparks there, but I don't think they need to take that. I feel like they should just leave that role alone. Obviously, there was like a moment there where they were both like diggling like on the past, whatever. But besides that, it was a good episode. It was like a really good episode. It's crazy that we had Church dead already. I thought Church as a character would have lasted a little bit longer, but boy, like, he died pretty fast. Now, I still, boy, he died pretty fast. I can't believe they killed him so fast. And he was just like, we see he was obviously scared of Prometheus. That's why I don't know why he kept going after Oliver. He was actually this scared of Prometheus. Maybe he thought once he killed Oliver, Prometheus wouldn't have anything to say about it. But he needs to learn. Like he definitely needs to learn. And I personally feel like Prometheus already knew Oliver was the Arrow. But once like I don't know. Yeah. But that's really all we had this episode. I thought a lot happened, but not really too much happened. We see Renee is still captured. Renee gives up Oliver. And Oliver the team gets Renee back. Renee gives them the info about how to bring up the plan, and that's really it. Yeah, not as much happened as I thought happened. But I did enjoy the episode. I love seeing Diggle back on the team. I love seeing Diggle having that heart to heart with Renee, Wild Dog, whichever one you want to call him. And I was glad to see Renee was back on the field like the same day. I actually wasn't happy about that, to be honest. I was like, why is he back out there? Like, he's hurt. He needs to recover, was my opinion. But we never know if Mr. Terrific, if Curtis can get his hair braided in 30 seconds, there's no reason why Wild Dog can't be back in the field the same day. Now, going on from there, who else? Like, what else happened? Oh, we see the picture of Oliver 5 years ago. How come nobody seen this beforehand? If they had this big giant manhunt looking, well, they presumed he was dead. But Oliver, you just can't be taking pictures when you're supposed to be dead, Oliver. So this is supposed to take 5 years ago, and I guess that means that was right before Oliver came back. So right before Oliver came back, he was with the Russians, and we see, like, oh, whoa, it was so much that happened. But it makes sense because they did say there were going to be no more flashbacks beyond this season. So it makes a lot of sense that Oliver would have, they basically would have tied the past in right before he came. But I wish, like, it's going to be so much that happens for us. Like, because obviously now they're like, oh, Oliver has mob ties. Oliver did this. It's going to, like, kind of ruin some things for him. I don't think his, like, because they're starting to, like, enjoy him again. I don't enjoy him again, but as mayor, his approval ratings are starting to raise, especially with him stopping the drug ring and everything of that nature. I don't know how much it's really going to hurt him, but it's definitely going to bring up some red flags and questions about his past and where he's been, to the fact I think he might have to come out as the Arrow. But that's going to be crazy if he comes out. Yeah. I can't wait to see if he actually comes out. I don't know. I don't think the rest of the game will come out, but yeah. Now, going on from there, we get this. For my Vigilante of the Week, I have to give it to Human Target. I love seeing him in the past. I love seeing him in the present and everything. It's cool. I don't know how long he's going to be sticking around, if he's even going to stick around, but it was good to see him. We even see him, like, when he came to save Renee, and I wish he would have the assassin guy. I'm losing his name right now. I wish he would have been around a little bit longer. Obviously, he's dead from Human Target, but yeah. Now, that's really all we have this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. I'm going to be doing these weekly. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, all my social media info is going to be down in the description if you want to keep up with us. I do we're heavy on Twitter, we're heavy on Instagram. And just make sure you follow us to stay up to date with everything we're doing. And as always, stay lost.